Top 10 Weirdest Skyrim Easter Eggs. Welcome back to the channel. With the Skyrim Anniversary Edition just around the corner, this is the perfect time to take a look at the weirdest Easter eggs that the game has to offer, which you probably missed. If you're going to give the game another playthrough, then you'll finally know what to look for. And hey, you can always count how many you've spotted already on your own too. Number 10. The Hangover. When you think about Skyrim, things like giant dragons, magical spells, hilariously strange NPCs, and an endless barrage of mods is what comes to your mind. What doesn't come to your mind is the 2009 comedy movie, The Hangover, because the two things are day and night in terms of differences. Skyrim has a quest called A Night to Remember, and the entire quest is a reference to the Hangover movie. You have to meet someone called Sam Gwevin and compete in a drinking competition, in which you pass out after a few drinks and winning the contest. You wake up in a place with no recollection of what happened prior, and eventually you learn of your drunken shenanigans as you retrace your steps to find Sam. Number 9. The Sleepy Hollow. The Sleepy Hollow is a very popular story which revolves around a headless ghost that uses a horse to terrorize people. You can find the horseman riding his trusted companion at night between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. in Skyrim, and you can follow him to Hamvir's Rest, which has 3 skeletons and a bunch of random items that may or may not be useful to you. Skyrim is not a stranger to obscure things, but a ghost from a specific intellectual property is still something that can catch you off guard. Number 8. Minecraft. Minecraft and Skyrim share few similarities, aside from the fact that both are insanely popular video games in their respective genres, and have been ported to almost everything that functions in 2021. But that didn't stop Skyrim from throwing a tasteful reference to Minecraft and its creator in the game, as you can find a pickaxe at the top of the throat of the world after completing a quest. Once you're there, you can find the pickaxe and its full name is Notched Pickaxe, which is a direct reference to the creator of Minecraft called Notch Person. Number 7. King Arthur. The tale of King Arthur is known to every land, no matter what part of the world it is. The quote, "Whoso pulleth out this sword from the stone is the right wise king born of all England," is the most important part of the legend, as the sword stuck in stone is considered to be only removable by the person meant to rule all of UK. You can find King Arthur's sword in Skyrim at the south of the Broken Tower Redoubt, which is placed in a place called the Rebel's Cairn. You can pull the sword out, which allows you to wield it and use it in battle. You can't rule England though, since Skyrim doesn't allow you to visit it. Number 6. Pacman. The video game references don't stop with Minecraft, as we have a reference to the good old Pacman too. You can find Pacman made out of cheese and 3 objects next to it that resemble the food that the iconic retro character eats to win every stage. It's located at the bottom shelf of a house in Markarth, called Endon's House. While some people argue about the meaning of the bowl of glow dust found right next to it, everyone knows the cheese wheel itself is none other than Pacman. Number 5. 300. Remember the time when no one shut up about Spartans, and there were 500 remixes of the phrase "This is Sparta"? We do too. And so did the Skyrim developers, as you can find an Easter egg that represents the scene where Leonidas fights a wolf with a spear and wins. Funnily enough, the story ended differently in Skyrim, as Leonidas can be found dead to the wolf too, and his clothes can be found elsewhere, which makes fun of the fact that Leonidas fought the wolf nearly naked in the movie. Number 4. The Leap of Faith. It doesn't matter whether you love Assassin's Creed personally or not. One thing that everyone is familiar with is the good old Leap of Faith, in which the characters jump from giant structures and land safely into a haystack. Skyrim has a place called the Bard's Leap Summit, and you can go to the highest end of the place where a plank is placed in the same way that Assassin's Creed puts its Leap of Faith spots in. You can dive off this spot and fall onto whatever waits for your fate. Number 3. Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Sure, stories regarding the supernatural and dangerous battles against wolves are not something that feel out of place for Skyrim, but what about a children's tale? In the city of Blackreach, you can find a building called War Quarters, and it is said to be the home of the princess and her 7 loyal friends. Inside, you can see 7 small beds which are circling a lantern, which represent the beds of the 7 dwarfs from the iconic tale. And you can find a bigger bedroom too, that has a large bed, which obviously means it's meant for Snow White herself. Number 2. Santa Claus. In the DLC called Dragonborn, you can travel through the cave of Frossel and reach a certain spot where a bunch of Recklings are worshipping something unrecognizable. Kill them, and you'll realize they were worshipping a sled that is attached to a reindeer. If you go to the right side of this place, You will find clothes that resemble that of what Santa wears, and you can find other things in the area such as mushrooms called fly amanita. Number 1. Portal 2's Potato Glados. A strange Easter egg that even players with hundreds of hours in the game often miss is the appearance of Glados. In Skuldafen, there is a flaming fireplace that holds a potato with a boiled cream treat and a piece of charcoal inside. The two things are arranged and visually designed in such a way that they resemble the appearance of Glados, but specifically in her potato battery form, which is known as Potato OS by the community. And those were 10 of our favorite picks for the weirdest Easter eggs in Skyrim. There's always more to be found, but we have to choose our favorites, as there is always too much to talk about at a single time. That's why, if you liked this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more. And if you want instant updates for the next videos, hit that bell icon too. I'll see you next time.